Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 5:30. I'm Claudine Ewing. We are live on Jefferson Avenue outside of the Tops Market, where 2 years ago, 10 people were killed in a racially motivated shooting inside and outside of the Tops Market that you see behind me. Today, we are looking back because we are remembering the lives lost, we are remembering the survivors, and we are also remembering the impact that that incident had on this community as well as this nation. On that day, there was a woman working inside of the Tops Market. She was inside of an office. She called 911. What happened to her is something that should never happen to anyone. I had a chance to speak with her, and here is her story. While on the air, we spoke with the Tops employee who was in the store at the time of the mass shooting. Live on the line with us, Letitia, if you're there, thank you for joining us. And what Letitia Rogers told us about her experience with the 911 operator just a few hours before shocked the community and the nation.
I tried to call 911 and I was whispering because I could hear them close by. And when I whispered on the phone to 911, the dispatcher would start yelling at me saying, "Why are you whispering? You don't have to whisper." And I'm trying to tell her, like, "Ma'am, he's in the store, he's shooting, as an active shooter. I'm scared for my life." And she said something crazy to me, and then she hung up in my face. And I had to call my boyfriend and tell him to call 911.
Never seen the shooter or seen anybody get shot. I just heard, and it just sounded like you were in the middle of like a war zone.
The reason she was on the ground in her customer service area behind a glass window inside Tops calling 911 for help.
As I was on the phone with her, he was still shooting, and I just whispered her the address and told her to please send help. There's someone in the store shooting. And she just yells at me and said, "Why are you whispering? You don't have to whisper." And I could hear the shooting coming back towards the front of the store. And I got nervous and I dropped my phone. She was still on the call. She yelled something at me. I couldn't hear her. And the phone just went toot, toot, toot. She hung up.
And 911 never called back. This went through the proper protocols. That 911 operator lost her job.
Mm-hmm. You kind of feel a little bad that she lost her job, but you're a 911 operator. If you can't handle it, I mean, maybe it's not the job for you, but I just feel like you kind of left me for dead. Like, if you're having a bad day, maybe you shouldn't have came to work that day.
She survived, but she had to walk out of the store and see carnage.
I'll never forget, about 2 minutes go by, I heard somebody scream. And that's when I kind of like just stood up with my hands up, and I seen an officer walking one of the pharmacy interns out. And I asked her, like, "Can I get out? Can I please get out?" And she said, "Are you able to come through the doors?" And I said, "Yeah." And that's when I walked out and I got onto the floor of the store. I only looked into the store to look for my coworker that was with me. And the first person I seen was Salters. And they just walked me through. And a lot I wish I didn't have to see. I seen 7 out of the 10 victims, the aftermath.
She received mental health counseling after the traumatic event. And today, we're sitting here talking 2 years later, and you're wearing a Tops jacket. You still decided to stay with the company.
Yep.
Letitia Rogers is a Tops customer service office manager and HR manager.
I went back, not at the same location, but I went back. I was out for a couple of months. It took me a minute to come back, but I went to a location that was understanding of, I guess you could say, my fear. And we should note that she is not the only Tops employee who was working that day or working in that store